practically when you walk in a street, there is blood everywhere. Shut the internet, shut the electricity, and people are walking in a darkness, and they have a laser light shooting gun, identify those people and start killing them on the head. They start shooting them on the head and kill them. When the internet is not shut down, they try to control the protest. They don't kill people. And as soon as they shut the internet, they start mass killing. It's absolutely genocide. You don't have no idea whatsoever happening in Iran. And it's absolutely, my apology, it's absolutely. When we've been 6 years old, excuse me, at school, they enforce us to say this to Israel, this to America. Workforces from the other countries, from Afghanistan, Pakistan. Kushagra, you are Indian, and I know Indian people, how they are caring, they are kind, they are passionate. And I would love the Indian community in Australia to become aware of what's happening in Iran and to be supportive of Iranian and what's happening in Iran.
Hello friends. Right now, Iran is facing an extremely grave situation. Thousands of people are reported to have been killed amid widespread unrest. Yet, much of what is happening inside Iran is not reaching the outside world. During these crackdowns, internet access is heavily restricted or shut down, which means videos, images, and reliable news from inside Iran are often blocked or delayed. As a result, many stories of violence, loss, and everyday life under these conditions remain unseen. For those who may not know, Iran is ruled by a system where real power does not rest with elected leaders. While the country has a president and a parliament, final authority lies with a religious leader and powerful institutions that are not elected by the public. This means decisions about protests, policing, and crackdowns are made at the top with very limited accountability. Because of this information blackout, I am speaking with Iranians living outside Iran who remain closely connected to their families back home and are receiving first-hand account through fragmented communication. With me today is my good friend Hadis. She is originally from Iran, an engineer working in Melbourne, and actively involved in socio-political engagement related to Iran. Through her ongoing contact with family members inside the country, she will share personal insights into what people are experiencing on the ground. This conversation is a small attempt to bring forward stories that are being suppressed so that they can be heard beyond Iran's borders. Hi Hadis, how are you?
Hello Kushagra, I'm very well, thank you. Yourself?
Yes, I'm pretty good, and it's really great that you are sharing your story with me. And yes, so what is it is happening in Iran?
Yeah, thank you very much, Kushagra, for taking time to speak with me, and also thank you for caring about Iran and Iranian people. I just wanted to tell my story about Iran. As you might know, there are more than 20,000 people were killed in Iran. There are 8,000 people that were blind and 340,000 people that were injured in Iran. And the government has been extremely cruel to people. They just, for those people who are wounded and are still in the hospital, they go to the hospital and mercy killing those people. There are a lot of video and footage available that people are, they have a AV and they have catheter in their body, installed on their body, where they've been shooted on the head in the hospital. And they've been extremely cruel to people. They just kill people, mount the dead body right in the middle of the street in order to stop other people to come to the street. And They do whatever they takes to frighten people and stop people from coming out.
Oh,
And there is more than 3 weeks I couldn't speak with my parents. I couldn't have a video call with my parents. I received a very short call from my mom last week, and she was in the street for the first day that they start killing, and the story that she's telling about what's happening in Iran is absolutely shocking. She says, I went at 9 p.m. She started to going out and protest from the first day of when the protest in Iran started, and they said the first few days was okay, everyone go out in the street. We didn't have a chance to chant against the government. We just walk in the street, and there was a lot of police force in the street, but they didn't attack us. And as soon as they stop the internet and shut down the internet, they start mass killing people. Practically when you walk in the street, there's blood everywhere. And all the people, my sister also, she's working in a hospital, and say all the people who are in a hospital are between age of 13 up to 18 years old. That's absolutely terrible what's happening in Iran.
really shocking, Hadis, what you're saying, and it just moves you to no end. And I can see how it is affecting you and your family, and I'm just horrified to learn that the shooters are actually going into the hospital and killing people.
Yeah, they go to the hospital, and there are a lot of footage of the body that have an AV and have catheter on their body, and they were shot right in the head. And there are some evidence, even they are using the chemical weapon against Iran. There are a lot of people who were shot and they were not killed, and they went to home, and after a few days they were killed. And there is a fear that some of those shooting gun were contaminated with the chemicals. And it's the number of the deaths every day is increasing. At the beginning there was 20, and right now it's more than 20,000. And there was a lot of people killed, not only on a couple of days, but a lot more after those couple of days, because of being shot by the contaminated weapons.
So it's and this violence, when did this start actually? Is this been ongoing in small bursts, or is it like in the last couple of days or week it has picked up?
Yeah, actually, what happened in the past and what's happening when the internet is not shut down, they try to control the protests. They don't kill people, and as soon as they shut the internet, they start mass killing. And they have any equipment that you can think of to kill people. They have drone, and the drone just fly around the city, identify the cohort of the people in small cities, and they just surround all those people and start killing them. And they have a lot of advanced equipment imported into Iran from Russia, and also they brought a lot of workforces from the other countries, from Afghanistan, Pakistan, and other countries around, to kill people and to mass killing people. It's absolutely genocide. Imagine in a couple of days, more than 20,000 people were dead. Whereas, compare this war with other war around the world, compare that war with the Ukraine and Russia war. In a Ukraine and Russia war, around 17,000 people were died in 4 years, whereas they killed 20,000 people over just a couple of days. And my sister says, there is no fight. You go out and all of a sudden you are shot. There is no fight whatsoever. They just we don't have anything to protect ourselves. We are women, we are children. We just go out, and all of a sudden they start shooting us. They have a laser shooting gun, identify people in the darkness. They shut the internet, shut the electricity, and people are walking in the darkness, and they have a laser light shooting gun, identify those people and start killing them on the head. They start shooting them on the head and kill them. It's absolutely genocide. You don't have no idea whatsoever happening in Iran, and it's absolutely, my apology, it's absolutely, yeah, it's very, very difficult. Everyone in a family, like, they lost one person, and one of our friends, they lost children. They have only one children, and they couldn't recognize the body, and they just could recognize the body by ears, because the children were beaten so bad on the face that all the face are gone, and they could just recognize the only children they have by looking at the ears. It's absolutely disgraceful. And I would say what's happening, there are terrorists. They tried to brainwash us from a very, very childhood. When I was 6 years old, imagine in Australia, for children under 6 years old, they taught them to be friend with each other. They sing a song, we are friends with each other, we share things with each other, we love each other, we respect each other. And when we've been 6 years old, excuse me, at school, they enforce us to say this to Israel, this to America. Every day, every single day, we had to stay in a queue and say, pray to God that take from our life and add that to the Khomeini life, and say, pray to God, please take our life and add that to the Khomeini life. And when Khomeini died, me as a 6 years old girl, I was super happy because the prayer didn't work. I didn't lost my life for someone else. And it's just trying to brainwash people from very, very childhood. They are terrorists, and they try to raise children to be terrorists similar to what they are, and they do whatever they take to spread the extremist ideologies across the world. And this government should be removed. And because if they are at power, imagine what they are doing to its own children, what's gonna go to the rest of the world if they have any power, if they have any nuclear power. And we are so happy, super happy about Israel attack to Iran, because we saw how cruel these people are from a very, very childhood. And imagine what's gonna happen to the rest of the world if they are at power, and if they would continue to spread their terrorist ideologies across the world. That's my message to the world, and my message to you. And I hope we would be able to educate people about how cruel, how evil those people are.
Really, it is. I could see, the real pain and the agony which you're facing, and obviously you must be so worried about your family back home. And you mentioned your sister works in a hospital.
Yeah, she's working in a hospital. She has a 13 years old son, and she said all the children I can see, they are 13 and up to 18 years old. There are so many children at the 13 up to 18 years old. She has a PTSD because of that, because of seeing a whole lot of people, very, very young kids, are killed.
Yes, so it's no longer just a political struggle. It has gone beyond that, and it involves killing of children.
It is absolutely genocide. It is absolutely massacre, and the entire world should do something about it. It's not threat to Iran. It is threat to the entire world, and everyone should work together to get rid of this government.
I'm sure. Has there been any support from the Australian community or Australian government or anything? I know you've been involved into some of the rallies and protests. Have you encountered any sort of aid or help from Australian government so far?
What happened in the Australian government a few years back? We went to the street and asked IRGC to put the IRGC in a terrorist group, and they haven't done that so far. We would love to happen as soon as possible, and I'm not sure you're aware of that or not, but they found Iran was behind the Bondi Beach terrorist activities. So, and a lot of terrorist activities happening in Australia. So they they deported the Iranian embassy and Iranian embassy and closed Iranian embassy in Iran. It's the first embassy that been deported from Australia after World War. And as I said, IRGC, the most important thing is IRGC to be part of the terrorist group, and all the children from the IRGC and the Iranian government must be deported from Australia. It is what we would love to happen. And with that particular revolution happening in Iran, I'm not aware that Australian government have done any support so far. They might have done some support, but as I said, it's not something that I'm aware of.
Okay. In terms of Iranian people, both living in Iran and outside Iran, is it that is the opinion divided against these genocides, or some people are supporting the government, or what's a general mood in the Iranian community in Melbourne, if you have to say?
Most of the Iranian people and Iranian community in Australia are against the government. There are very, very minor people that is still at the back of government, but something which is important, I would re-emphasize, is that, you know, they do whatever they take to spread the terrorist activities around the world. And to me is that, you know, people from Palestine is not aware of what's happening in Iran and how cruel that government is. And they think that Iranian government and Islam government is for the benefit, you know, is supporting of Palestine, but I won't say it is the case. They are not support of Palestinian people at all. They just wanted to spread their terrorist and extremist ideology across the world, and they are not supportive of Palestine and supportive of any people around the world. And they are, imagine what they are doing to their own people. How it gonna be they supportive of Palestinian people and other people, other Islamic countries around the world? They are evil, and any support ever they did to the other people and other countries around the world only is to spread their ideology and extremist idea around the world.
Right. I believe it's very brave of you to come on camera and share your thoughts about what's happening in Iran. Not many people know, other than who follow be it on news channel and newspaper. But I must say that what you have told, a lot of people would resonate with that, and we will continue to talk about these things and learn more about what's happening in Iran. For today, what's the message you would like to give to the people who are watching this video?
Kushagra, you are Indian, and I know Indian people, how they are caring, they are kind, they are passionate. And I would love the Indian community in Australia to become aware of what's happening in Iran and to be supportive of Iranian and what's happening in Iran. And I'm taking opportunity from you to just, you have more connection with Indian people. So just give us the message about what's happening in Iran to Indian people, and some of those Indian are Muslim. So, we would love those Indian Muslim to know that Iranian government is absolutely cruel. They are absolutely evil. And we won't want any Muslim people around the world to be supportive of Iranian government. It's the key message I would love to share and, transfer across all the people around the world, and also Indian people who are so caring, so lovely, and so passionate.
Thank you, Hadis. I would try whatever it takes in my capacity to spread the message as far as possible. Uh, just speaking about my perspective, Indian people, be it Hindus, Muslims, or Christians or Sikhs, I'm sure listening to what you have mentioned, they would all stand in solidarity with you and Iranian people. Killing children, killing innocent people is just not acceptable. So once again, thank you for your courage and uh, your ability to come and speak in such a forthright manner. Really appreciate it, and we would do whatever it takes to spread your message among not just with Indian people but across different communities.
Yeah, thank you very much, Kushagra, for taking time.
Take care. Thank you.